Let's dive into the story about two students where character, not class, defines everything.
This idea really sets the stage for the two totally different journeys we're about to see. So our story starts with two boys from completely opposite worlds, one of poverty, one of privilege. You've got the determined scholar born into poverty, and on the other side, a son born to huge wealth. And here's the twist. Fate brings them together in the very same competitive school. So how did their backgrounds actually shape their view of the world? Let's take a look. This one question reveals everything about them and their perspective on life. For the scholar, everything was a chance to learn, even selling vegetables. But the rich kid, he only sees status. He just looks down on everyone else. So it all boils down to this. One values knowledge and the other only privilege. All right, now for the real test. Let's see how their character holds up under pressure. A key piece of the puzzle is this government act. It gives the poor student his only shot. Even though he was constantly bullied, he just channeled all of that into his studies. Incredible. Meanwhile, the privileged son gets distracted, starts lying. It's a total downward spiral. And the results? Well, they really speak for themselves. Hard work totally beat out privilege. And this is it, the moment where their worldviews are really put to the test. They both get the same big question. Their answers are going to define their entire futures. And wow, just look at the difference in how they see the future. Completely opposite visions. In another version, the rich kid actually fails and has to ask for help from the very boy he made fun of. And he has to admit it, he learns a huge lesson in humility right then and there. So, after all that, where did they end up? Let's check out the final outcomes. The scholar succeeds based on pure merit, but the privileged son, he has to face his own failure. So, the key takeaway is clear. It's not where you start, it's what's inside that really counts. Because this reminds us what education is really for, building empathy, humility, and vision. Which leaves us all with a big question. What are we building with our own education?